Lots of reaction. The death of Nigerian singer Promise Oladimeji Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad, has continued to stir reactions and emotions nationwide. Amid the ongoing investigation to unravel the cause of his death, fans have continued to demand justice for the late singer. Youth in Akure, the Ondo State capital, stormed major roads within the metropolis to protest the death of the artist. As the protest advanced through Akure metropolis, the momentum grew, attracting an increasing number of youths who joined the cause. But let's hear from some of the youths and what was their remarks.
We are here to pay our tribute and at the same time indulge Nigerian police force, Nigerian government to make sure the cause of the death of Mohbad is known to us, and then justice is going to be preserved at the end of the day.
I am a mother. Tomorrow it might be my kids, it might be my husband. So we need to speak up. We say no to unnecessary bully. We say no to oppressors. We say no to unnecessary family entitlements.
We are all outside for Mohbad, of course. We are all outside for Mohbad. We want justice for Mohbad. Obviously, you know, personally, when I heard about Mohbad's death, I was like, being a DJ, Naira Marley has actually killed his fame by himself. Do you know why? Do you want me to tell you why? While Mohbad was still living, many people were taking Mohbad's voice for Naira Marley. You understand? They saw whenever Mohbad dropped a hit, they would believe it was Naira Marley that actually dropped it.
We need a country where we can walk, and we can breathe peacefully. We don't want them to suffocate the youth. Let the youth breathe. We want to feel it. We want to be in our country like our own. We don't want to be in our country like a stranger. This is our advice for the government. Please, we demand justice for the killers of Aloba, Promise, Mohbad.
What we want to say to Nigeria now is that please, especially our parents and the boys like we that are coming up, that we see any record label, they are promising us some things that we should not just jump inside the label. That we don't know what we are going to drop inside. Because many people are voicing out now. We are happy that many people are voicing out now. They are talking. They are saying what their eyes have been seeing.
It is really a disaster to the youth. I know most people that are here, we are not really his full fan, but because this guy have actually been complaining since I think last year or so, and nobody stood up for him, that's why it is really touching the youth, because his death is really painful. We need justice for him. We need to know. We know that death is not natural. We know it is not natural, because with everything we've been hearing, he was not sick. Nothing is wrong with him. So even if it is natural, they should carry autopsy. Let's see what's happening.
Well, the reactions across the southwestern part of Nigeria, from Akure to Abeokuta to Osogbo, all calling for justice to, of course, be served in the case of Mohbad, the music artist. TKN, what exactly will be justice in this matter? Unfortunately, the young man has passed, but the reactions have continued. But what would exactly be the justice these youths are calling for in this situation?
Yes, justice for me is be able to apprehend those behind it, if at all. When the autopsy been carried out, it was found that certain things happened, and which is not just normal. Then we'll be able to know. There could also be a coroner inquest. But why it's so painful for me? It hit me so hard because for about 7-8 years of my life, I was the artist and promotions manager of one of the biggest recording company in Nigeria, Sony Music. In the course of my day, at a point, I was managing about 15 A-list artists. And when I'm talking of artists, I'm talking about Shino Peters, I'm talking of Lagbaja, I'm talking of Mobesere, Majef Fashek, and the rest of them. And some of the things I'm seeing now wasn't what. Yes, we realized that people like there could be one or two that also had issues, especially someone like Majef Fashek, which we try to manage. But that was personally self-inflicted to a large extent, which eventually led to his death. But when you look at other artists, I'll tell you for free that most of the artists of that time, I'm not saying that some of them were not into certain things, but I will tell you for free that most of our A-list artists currently, what you call your A-list artists, all of these guys are into drugs. And I said that with all sense of music. When I mean drugs, I'm talking of taking of cannabis, marijuana. How that enhances their art is what I don't understand. Okay? Now back to the issue of Mohbad. I was just talking with BK and he was just really, he's very good with all these local artists and lyrics. I didn't even know because most of the songs I've been hearing in the past that I thought belongs to my, I didn't know it was this guy. In fact, there's one particular track that I consistently have been playing in my vehicle and for long. I didn't know that. I always believed that it was Naramad. I never knew until he's dead. Then the question we ask yourself is that what is it about young people taking drugs? And even to take it further for me, there have been instances, and I saw a letter, because when I talk from the point of law. I saw a letter that was written by that young man to the Nigerian police that his life was.
He wrote a petition.
He wrote a petition
about
yes.
Physical assault.
Yes, no,
by certain individuals.
Yes, he wrote a petition. The question I asked was, what action did the police take?
Really nothing.
Because when we say, oh, we're going to deal with those that this and the rest of we're investigating, has the police also investigated itself? Because the police is culpable for me. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
The police have also...
Except
so,
if they will claim they
except they claim... No, there was a stamp of the police station in Lagos on that letter.
Okay.
And that to me is very germane. But let's see what the... What was assumed today.
That's the update. The updates are from the Nigeria Police, Lagos State Command of the Nigeria Police Force. The statement from the Force PRO Benjamin Udeyi on the social media platform X is that the body of the late artist has been exhumed for autopsy. But BKO, the youths are back on the street. The last time we had them in their numbers like this was during the NSAS. Now the government, would you say the government is paying enough attention? And what would be your own solemn appeal to the authorities on how to handle this so that it doesn't degenerate any further?
No, I don't see it degenerating. These protests are not violent in nature. That's why I will not join people saying that they should not protest or that they are hypocrites by protesting. It makes no sense to even complain about people protesting peacefully. Have you seen any government property destroyed? All they are trying to do is pile pressure on government, on police, to investigate this matter thoroughly. And the Lagos State governor has then said, okay, let me expand the scope of this investigation by bringing in the DSS.
Yeah.
So that if you do not believe that the police can get the job done, okay, DSS, get involved. At least there is a sense that something is being done. This boy, there are many videos. I was discussing with a colleague who did not really see why people were protesting over the death of this guy. But he told me that later on he saw some videos. For example, where he was bleeding on the neck. And he was crying. And a policeman was harassing him even right there. Go and watch that video. A policeman was harassing him.
There was another
somebody in distress.
Episode with NDLE officials, allegedly.
No, the NDLE raided Naramali's house and took some of them away. I remember that one. Now, this is not even about the NDLE. They have the responsibility. You cannot stay in your house and be promoting illegal, the use of illicit drugs. They have the right to go into your house and pick you up. Of course, there's nothing wrong about it. Many of the, even the barons that they arrest, it's in their houses that they go to pick them up. Now, so I have nothing, this is not for me an NDLA matter. This, that somebody protested in writing that, look, his life was in danger, and no attempt or no concrete attempt was seen to have been made to protect him. This is not how it is done in other lands. You don't like it when we compare Nigeria to other climes, but we will not stop. You can hit your head against the wall as many times as you like. If we see something that we are not doing in our country right, we'll compare us to other nations. It's as simple as that. In other places, this guy will have received the protection that he wanted, and the people harassing him will have been given some form of restraining order so that his life will be at peace. Look at all of those videos. It is those videos that have incensed people. That, oh, so this boy went through all of this. Look at this crowd.
Look at the crowd.
A politician who needs this kind of crowd will pay through his nose. But this is spontaneous. This is Ogun State. This is Pansheke in Abeokuta. And even in Germany, they've also protested.
Yes.
In Peckham in the UK,
Yes,
they
Peckham,
protested.
they have.
In Lokoja, they had a candlelight procession. Come and see the crowd.
This is Abeokuta as well.
You know? So that's to tell you that many people are pained about what this boy went through and his eventual death. No one is saying that the people who were harassing him were the ones who killed him. He was an artist manager for years. Did you ever have, because an artist was leaving your label, did you ever have to carry cutlass to go after the artist?
Never.
When people try to justify that, oh, these things happen between label owner and artist, absolute rubbish.
No.
How many,
Never.
did anybody carry cutlass to go after Wizkid?
Yes.
When he left EME.
Wizkid won a talent show. Generational talent. Somebody who changed the face of music. And a label snapped him up. They didn't produce him, mind you. The talent was already deposited in him. They snapped him up and helped him to achieve his potential. When he decided to leave, did anybody carry cutlass to say you will not leave this place or threaten to kill him? When Tiwa Savage eventually left Mavins, did anybody carry cutlass to say, oh, Tiwa Savage, you are not leaving this place, you will die? I mean, we can't justify things. Artists will leave at some point. Yeah. They are not slaves.
BK, we need to.
And they don't sign lifetime contracts.
Go on a quick commercial break.
Come on.
I'll just take one thought. What's your appeal to the government on how to handle this? Just in 1 second or two.
Let's get the truth. A coroner's inquest that will ensure that the truth is known to everyone.
Okay.
Do it thoroughly. I'm happy they've gone to exhume his corpse. We will know what killed him, so that in the end, lessons can be learned. That's what people are after.
I think that's
it's not a matter of saying people are chasing clout. What clout is Femi Adebayo looking for again with the success of his jargon? Are you as popular as he is? What clout is Iyabo Ojo looking for again?
I think that's a good place to end the conversation at this point.